Greetings and salutations, it's your boy Haley checking in with the world famous Haley Days. The date is August 2nd, 2001.
And just checking in with day number 2 of the detox diet. So, to clarify things, yesterday I was telling you guys I'm doing this detox diet, and it's not like the traditional detox diet when people think of, like, I don't know what people think of when they think of detox diet. I think people think like flushing their systems out. And like mine is more or less just flushing my systems out, flushing my system out of like artificial stuff. You know, I mean, like I'm trying to eat as much natural stuff as possible. So like any kind of like preservatives, antibiotics, hormones, chemicals, that kind of stuff I'm trying to flush out. So like what I'm trying to do at the same time, I'm gonna try doing a low carb thing. So it's kind of like low carb, and on top of low carb, staying away from like chemicals and processed products and stuff like that. So that's really my whole detox. My detox is kind of pushing all that stuff out and drinking water and trying to drink. I was drinking. I went to get a black tea today. I got a black tea at the gas station. It was like no carbs, no sugar black tea. But I found out it was like a diet black tea. But I was reading the ingredients, and one of the ingredients was caramel color. I'm like, why do you need to color tea? Tea's already the color it needs to be. So things like that is what you got to watch for, and things you got to look for. Because there's so much stuff that's in our food that we don't need. Like I said, you don't need caramel color in tea. It's just to trick you and tell you, oh, guess what, guys, this is tea. Well, if it's real tea, then it's going to be the color it needs to be anyways. So that's that. I mean, not much else. Just like just a real quick check-in. And tell you, I said day 2. Day 2 was interesting. I think, like, and I'm not one of those people who blame things on childhood or whatever, but I think as children and as parents, sometimes parents reward their kids for things the wrong way. Like, you're Billy, be good, I'll get you an ice cream sandwich if you're good. Oh, Billy, you behave and I'll get you a piece of candy, or whatever it is. And that becomes a process that carries on throughout adulthood, where you're like, oh, I had a hard day at work, I'm going to go home and reward myself with, whatever it is, some kind of like, oh, I had a hard day at work, I'm going to go home and have a soda, or I had a hard day at work, I'm going to go home and get some chips, or, whatever it is, or I had a hard day at work, I go for a donut when I get off work. So, different things like that where you train yourself that, oh, this is a reward for hard work, and that's not the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to break that mold. So, like I said, today was a hard day at work, not a hard day at work, but today, when I got off work, I was like, oh, man, I worked hard today, I could really go for something and, reward myself. But no, what I did? What did I do? I came home and had a salad. You know what I'm saying? Like boiled a couple eggs, and had a really small salad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this big, humongous thing. It was had a small salad with a little bit of cheese on top of it. So, and real cheese. That's another thing you got to watch for. There's cheese and there's cheese product. There's two different things. Cheese product is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Cheese is a completely different thing than cheese product. So watch for that. It's another thing that you got to watch for. There's a lot of stuff out there that disguises itself as food. Well, no, I'll say food is a very broad term. So there's a lot of stuff out there that is food, but it's not, it's not what you think of as what you. It's not what you think of as traditional edible stuff. It's just like a bunch of shit that they put together and call it whatever the fuck they want to call it. So you got to watch for that. But I don't know. Somebody was having a debate yesterday on my Facebook page about portion control and healthy food, etc., whatever. And it's true. You actually got to combine all of them together. So you got to eat portion control, and then not only portion control, then you have to actually eat the right thing. So it's not only do you eat a little bit of stuff, but you have to eat the right of a little bit of stuff. So that's that. And I don't know much else to say. There's a couple topics for you to think about. Give me your thoughts, feedback, whatever, in the comments below, or leave a comment on Facebook if you're seeing this video on Facebook. And
that's it, man. I'm out. Late.